It's me, Pretty Pink Pommy. Right, right. Yeah, so today we finna play what y'all finna play? We're finna play some Pokopia. You wanna play Pokopia? Cause I wanna play Pokopia. Hi Rochi, hi Rochi. Arroz con leche. Shout out to the icons of the day. Arroz con leche. Your hero or Mass Hero V. I'm so sorry. I'm used to Your Hero V. That's crazy. Mass Hero V and also Majestic Milotic. Thank y'all for showing up to the stream on time. I'm sorry that I'm late though, because I went to go to get some Dunkin' Donuts because we don't have any I'm addicted to chai content. I'm addicted to like the little chai teas that I've been making, the little iced chai latte in the house. And they're delicious, but we don't have any chai concentrate right now. And I didn't feel like going to the store. I felt like going to Dunkin' Donuts. So I got my two little donuts and a sandwich, and I got myself a drink. Right now they have like Barbie drinks or something. And so like they have like strawberry cold foam. The strawberry cold foam tastes like freaking vape juice, and I like it. So I got some. I got a large. I don't know if I should have got a large or not, but honestly, I'm in a good mood and I have energy now, so here we are. I also got two donuts and a sandwich though. I really like the creme de light one, I think it's called, where it has like the cream inside of it, but it also but it's like covered with chocolate, but it's not a Boston cream. I'm not a huge fan of Boston cream. I like Boston creams, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I also got the it's like the pepper bacon croissant sandwich or whatever the fuck, girl. Who knows? It's good to me. It's good to me. Right, Milo Tick. I love Dunkin'. I like Dunkin'. Dunkin' is cutesy. It's not too much. You know what I mean? Like it's cutesy. HOTTOGO. The next writer got leaked. Not gonna lie, I fuck with the gimmick, but the fit is mad to me. Post it. I like the portion sizes. I'm okay with the portion sizes. I like his little. I like a little sandwich. I like a little donut. You know what I mean? I'm not a huge fan of like the drinks. Like I don't like the drink sizes because like I got a medium. The medium was too small, but the large was too big. Low key. I feel like fucking Goldilocks or something. Anyway, what the hell y'all got going on? When we get to 600 followers, which may or may not be this week, and if it's not this week, it'll probably be next week. No shade. Um, we will have a celebration, and when we have that celebration, we're gonna be popping our pussies. We're gonna be popping our pussies. Ah! Period. So prepare yourself for that. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do, but it is what it is. Not the clip. It is what it is. We're gonna have a good time. That's what I know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna have a good time regardless. Actually, you know what? Before we get into the Pokopia, do y'all want to revisit the my Pokopia mood board, my vision board? I have it saved on Canva. Let me just open up Canva. Open up the save. Bitch, it's got a lot to say. Go. Actually, the interesting thing about the vision board is that I'm gonna have to add a new vision for for like the next area that they add when we get the DLC, which is gonna be really fun. But it's also kind of like that means that, girl, it means you got some things got to do. You know what I mean? Like, set what myth looks like. Mice? Is it mice? Oh, he's blue and yellow. Mice. The gimmick is going to be Tamagotchis, and that you can summon friends from. Mice. Because I knew it was probably gonna be my. Anyway, let's go to here and I will open up this window capture and show y'all this vision board really quick and we can kind of go back over it a little bit before we get into the Pokopia of it all. So this is my vision board for Pokopia. I have shared this before, but this is my current vision for Pokopia. I'm still probably going to stay somewhat dedicated to it. However, right now I don't know how dedicated I've been. So for the Withered Wasteland, it was going to be gardens, it was going to be garden homes, it was going to be integrated into the landscape. Where even if there was going to be terraforming, because I have terraformed some of the Withered Wasteland, it wasn't going to be to the extent that it was like taking away from the fact that there is like development there. Hi Terry, how are you? And so like I wanted to continue to focus on that with an essence of agriculture and essence of gardening and essence of like trying to retain certain aspects of the natural land of it all, right? The Bleak Beach. We've been working a lot on the Bleak Beach recently, and I kind of wanted to make the Bleak Beach into like this downtown area. I wanted there to be like a downtown area, a boardwalk area, and then also kind of like a farmer's market like area. And so that's what we're focused on right now is we're focused on the downtown area in the Bleak Beach, and that's what we're developing. However, I do have ambitions to work on all of these aspects, but right now we've been doing a lot of like building for the downtown area specifically, and so that's what the Dirty Bubble building is. That's what the Fruitiger Arrow building is. That is what as people have been calling it, the Charge-A-Bug building is. Those are contributing to the downtown feeling, and like I didn't really start actually feeling an essence of that until we started until like the Dirty Bubble building was erected, and then suddenly like when you walk between the Dirty Bubble building and the Fruitiger Arrow building, it feels like you're between these giant massive structures. It feels like you're in a downtown area, which is what I wanted to capture for that part of the town. And so I do want to work on the infrastructure of that area a little bit and do some stuff like that, but that's what the current focus is for me, is when it comes to like Pokopia specifically, for Bleak Beach. And then for the Rocky Ridges, it's going to be a little bit similar to what I was saying about it's going to be a little bit similar to what I was saying about Withered Wasteland, where it's going to be like there are going to be aspects of like terraforming for sure, but it's also going to be kind of like working off of what was naturally already there. Once we kind of get like a really good ball rolling on the Bleak Beach and even the Withered Wasteland a little bit, Rocky Ridges will be a little bit easier because but I have already started a lot of what I wanted to do for Rocky Ridges, but we're not exactly meeting that vision just yet. If you notice, like there are things that we haven't touched on yet. Hi Mix Baddies Tapes. After that, we have Sparkling Skylands. The Sparkling Skylands, just as a reference, it was going to be like similar to the other areas where I'm going to continue to work off of what was already provided, yes, but also there's like things that I want to build on, and things that I want to kind of create that are not already there. Like I want there to be more of a mixture of like plant life and wildlife in the actual build and in the town, as opposed to it just being like buildings, because there's not a lot of plants there. It's a lot of debris, it's a lot of pollution, it's a lot of trash, and then I also wanted to work on like a little bit of a desert area, things like that. So that was the focus for that. I also definitely wanted it to feel like and that's true for the Bleak Beach as well. I want there to be kind of like a neon life kind of aspect to it that I haven't really captured just yet. And hopefully with this current maybe with this current event with the Jirachi, maybe we can work on it there. If not, it's okay. And I believe that's it for this. So for the Bleak Beach, just as a reminder, that's kind of the focus. Like the Bleak Beach is going to take the most work because the Bleak Beach has the most development necessary to make it happen, which is something that we already knew. When we walked into the Bleak Beach originally, there was literally like 2 houses built. There was 2 houses built, and then there was the hut that Meowth lives in, and the cafe, and that's it, and the boat, and that's it. Everything else is either needed to be fixed, needed to be built up, or needed to be resurrected in some capacity. And so that's kind of what I've been doing a lot recently, which is why I've been spending so much time there the past few days of the past few streams that I've done of Pokopia, period. And so that's what I'm going to focus on for Pokopia, and so that's why there have been so many things that have contributed to that. It feels a little bit like there's a juxtaposition to what's going on there currently versus where the vibe is going. That's because it's true. I do want to shift it a lot. Anyway, let's go to the actual Pokopia game. Hey, drop top. Hold on. You know we dripping in finesse. That was my shit. It was my shit, but it's also kind of like, were they really, should they really have dropped that? I don't know. I have mixed feelings. Anyway, let's get to the Pokopia of it all. How are y'all doing? What are y'all up to? Oh, a Pokemon is the talk of the town. Bitch, look at this! Oh, nice to meet you. Did you want me to grant you a wish or something? No, ma'am. Huh? No? You want to hear about my wish? That's the first time anyone's asked me that. You're pretty interesting. I'm planning to stay here for a while, so I hope I can get to know you better. Bitch, they dropped Jirachi. So they teased Manaphy. They dropped Jirachi, and there's also Mew in the game. They did us so. They fed us with that. Like, they fed us. Number 5, Jirachi, the wish Pokemon. It's believed that when this Pokemon awakes from its 1,000-year slumber, it'll grant any wishes written on the notes attached to its head. Jirachi, the wish Pokemon. What a cutie. And it likes metal stuff, strange stuff, shiny stuff, watching stuff, wobbly stuff, and sweet flavors. And it's a litterer. It litters. I wonder what it litters. What's your favor? Okay, so I really want wish notes that shine. I only saw a wish note as bright as a star, and it was... I once saw, and it was so pretty. I want to collect a bunch of them, okay? I know how to make regular wish notes. I'll teach you how, so try making some. Okay, I get a recipe. So this is different than the other ones where the other events so far, we've had the Hop Ip event, which was like the springtime event, and we also had the event with the Hi CMB. Shout out to CMB. CMB is a new moderator. Welcome in, CMB. How are you doing? So this is different because the Hop Ip one, you had to go to the Dream Island and collect like little like what are they, like little like dandelion seeds or whatever, like the little floating like little cotton wisps or whatever. I don't remember what they're called. And then for the Sableye one, you had to do the same thing, but you had to go get the red crystals. And then for the Bulbasaur event, you had to do like the jump roping. So it's a little, so this one's a little different. It's another one that's being kind of contributed to the vibes, it seems. You're only giving me one wooden partition? Bye. I don't really need any of this stuff. So is Jirachi gonna be up in here selling some shit now or what? What's tea? Yes! Look at all this cutesy shit! Give me this cloud table immediately. How do I get the wish note? I'm not sure. I only know how to make regular wish notes. A wish note will become a shining wish note when the wish it contains comes true. So you're fulfilling requests, it looks like. Hi, Kira. Welcome in. Driver roll up the partition, please. Over there. Yes, hold on. Actually, okay, I got it. Driver roll up the partition, please. I shouldn't say that. Anyway, bye. Anyway. Hi, Brab. Thank you for lurking. Hi, Brab. Finger hearts, Brab. Hi, Brab. So I need to make a wish note, and then every time I make a wish note, it becomes a shining wish note by, I need to make a wish note, and every time I make a wish note, it becomes a shining wish note by me holding it, and then like when I fulfill the Pokemon's wish, then suddenly then it becomes it changes. Okay, I see. So let's use one. Are y'all ready? Who should we take a wish to? Where's Persian? I want to give a wish to Persian. Is that how it works? And you take it. Hello? Hello? Persian! Persian, you surf! Persian doesn't know surf. Persian can learn water pulse, but not surf. Help! Okay. Here's Persian right here. We got Happini selling today. Well, we got Empoleon selling today. I don't know why Empoleon is selling over here suddenly. We got Pomo. Hi, Pomo. Girl, I do have lava berries, but why do I need red paint? I don't know exactly how this works. Let's go wake up Persian. Let's see what she knows. I'm trying to figure this out. See, the wish note doesn't work for Persian either. What's the... Is it in the requests? No. What's going on? Jirachi? Jirachi, how could you put me into this position and then not tell me nothing? Jirachi, wake up, Jirachi! Jirachi is so baby. A wish note will become a shining wish note when the wish it contains comes true. Hold a wish note in your hands to find a Pokemon who has a request, then talk to that Pokemon to help their wish come true. Okay. This little star chair, this is a dresser. This little star-shaped dresser. Oh my god, this little star-shaped rug. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just dropping in to say hello. Hopefully I'll be home soon. Fingers crossed. Hope everyone's day is going great. Thank you, Kira. You're an icon, Kira. Thank you, Kira. Okay, so what I need to do, I can't go pick a Pokemon that has to give them a wish. They have to already have a wish. I mean, let's go see what's going on with Miss Trubbish over here. Oh, Trubbish has a wish. They want an iron ingot. And then they give me the wish note back. Yes. So their wish note, once their wish comes true, they get a shining wish note, and then you can get it back, which allows you to buy the stuff. Okay, period. Hey, girl. I believe I have some fresh water. You got everything I'm looking for, yo. Oh, these Pokemon are so country. You got everything I'm looking for, bud. Oh my god. Oh, the laundromat. I hope you're having a good time at the laundromat. I enjoy the laundromat because I don't have to go to the laundromat. But, like, if I had to go to the laundromat all the time, I think it would be different. Okay, so now I have 2 shining wish notes, and also Makuita is over here drinking my fresh water. So I guess that's how it works, huh? Very simple, very cutesy. We could probably go to different areas and go figure out if anybody else has a wish. But first thing, I do want to show y'all, so we've been working on the Dirty Bubble building a lot recently. And the first thing that I really truly want to show y'all right now is, this. So I moved the Shellos twins, they're not twins, but like, I moved the Shellos into the Dirty Bubble building last night. And I gave them a little bit of an apartment. They kind of like it, they kind of don't. But, here it is. It's cute to me or whatever. Like, they like colorful stuff, but they're not in love with this apartment, I don't think. I mean, we can summon them. Let's see what they actually have to say before I start putting words in their mouth. They said it's nice. So the one Shellos lives at this table because it's like the little magnificent eating place or whatever. And the other one lives here. And for whatever reason, that Shellos is over there on the top of this building. Where's the other one? Sometimes the logistics are kind of get lost in the sauce. How are you doing, Shellos? Gosh, something smells awesome. How's your comfort level, though? Oh, it's awesome. He loves his house. Last night when I moved them in, they were saying it's just nice. Maybe I can ask him to go to his house and see what he says. Is she gonna jump from there? I'm gonna push her. Don't make me push you again, girl. Okay, twin, let's go to your house. Now, where is the other Shellos? She's got to be around here somewhere. The pink one? Also, I got a picture of the Gastrodons. I was gonna post it. I have a picture of the Gastrodons sleeping in their apartment as well. They really like their apartment. And when I did the apartments for them, I realized that the Clodsire apartment is like not very decorated on the walls. So I was gonna work on that a little bit today as well. But we are gonna continue to do those little wishes. So here's the Shellos apartment. I don't know where Pink Shellos is at all. She lives right here. Let's see. Here's, oh yeah, here she is. They're so small. I forgot how small they were. I forgot how cutesy they were. You know, Shellos was a really underserved Pokemon in my playthrough for the longest time because they spawn at a little intersection where you put like an arrow sign or whatever. And so it's kind of like for them to really like get like the love they deserve, like I don't know, like it just takes a little bit of time. But apparently they really like it. Oh, here's the other one. I didn't think that they liked it that much, but I guess they do. Maybe they just needed time to play with their toys and stuff. So they have like toys and berries and containers and items and things like that. I guess they like it more than I thought they would. They live upstairs from the Gastrodon. So the Gastrodons actually live like on the second floor. This is the Gastrodon apartment. But the Shellos live on the third floor, and then the fourth floor is for Clodsire and Wooper. I kind of love it, honestly, and I loved decorating this for them because I think it's so cutesy, and I was disappointed because I thought they didn't like it, but I guess they do. Which actually helps me because that means that I can move on. I know that these two also like their house a lot too, but I do want to add some things to it just to make it feel a little bit more like home. Like, I think they just need a few little wall decorations and stuff like that to make it like work out better. Here's the top level after the landscaping. All the plants kind of grew in. Everything is kind of here. I do want to like kind of shift around some of these little yard plants or whatever. And I might move a Pokemon up here. I don't know exactly what I want that to look like yet though, so I'm not going to do that right now. If I did, so like another thing that I'm working on right now is I'm also working on the fire escape to this building. That's the last thing that I'm going to do for this building. I don't know if I'm going to do that on this stream because I want to go play with the Jirachi stuff. But I'm working on the fire escape for this building. So that might be like, that might give me the space to make like a small apartment up here. Hi, Darius. I'm doing pretty good. Right now we're playing some Pokopia. And so I was thinking maybe like we can move somebody like maybe Gloom up here. And Gloom could kind of be like one of the people who works on the garden, on the community garden. You know, maybe she could work as a janitor too, just like Milo Take, like, it's whatever. And then also I do want to move Gumi and Sliggoo down here, but right now it's just not the time because I've been working on this a lot, and I would like to also summon Goodra, and I'm not ready to do that yet. So right now let's go to the Withered. I have been building this well, I'm building this place up. But yes, I have been building a lot. Thank you so much, Darius. I'm glad that you like it. Like, Pokopia is a passion project for me because I really love Pokemon, but I also love like sandbox games, and like I've kind of showcased that, especially like within the last year. because like I played Wobble Dogs, I played Minecraft, I played obviously Pokopia, we played a little bit of Animal Crossing here and there. I showcased everything that I've done in those games. Like, I do love a sandbox game. I didn't think that I loved the sandbox game as much as I did, but now that I'm kind of like seeing it, I get the vibes. Like, especially when I actually went through like my really big Pokopia phase, like it was serious. And like I didn't realize how serious it was until I look back and I'm like, bitch, I edited like 30 VODs of this fucking game. I have not spent a lot of time in the Withered Wasteland at all. But let's see if the... It doesn't really seem like anybody out here is looking for a wish. Your mom forgot laundry cards, so I'm driving back to get them. Oh, what, like a laundry card? Okay. What exactly is a laundry card in this context? Also, V, you need to drive safe, V. I'm not seeing anybody who's like, make a wish upon a star. I don't see anybody making a wish upon the star, girl. Let's see who's home today. This door is open, so somebody's home. Because I did not leave this door open. For Poliwrath and Poliwhirl. Poliwag was here yesterday, I think. She was around. I don't know if she's here, but she was around. Here she is. Hey, girly. Like a debit card for laundry? Yeah. Get into it, Poliwag. I'm not really seeing anybody make any wishes, so let's go check on the shops. Nobody's working on nobody's working at this shop just yet. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Hitmon, whoever this is. Who are you? Hitmonchan is working at the going to go do some cash register today. Let's see what he gets. Let's see what he starts selling before we get up out of here for a little bit. Because I probably am gonna come back, but like this is not my priority right now. I should make this into like a cutesy little fountain or something. That would be so nice. You could put some crystals here. That might be nice. Similar to up here. Anyway. Girl, you said you're gonna work the cash register. You're only selling 4 items and they're all garbage. Bye. Please. Please. I don't know if there's any other shops out here right now. We should do another cash register like shop or something. Maybe we could convert this to a shop later. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam. Sam, I know you're not like a really big Pokopia girly, but look at all the stuff that Jirachi is selling. Isn't it so cutesy? The little moon clock. Ugh. It's so cutesy over here. The Jirachi lamp. The star closet. Ugh. You are a star, Jirachi. You are a star. Actually, at one point, Jirachi was going to be on the setup for the stream, but Jirachi didn't really fit the vision. Not the same way like Poipole or Cosmog does. Sam, one day, Sam, you're going to be able to play it, Sam. One day, Sam, you're going to be able to play it, Sam. I believe in you, Sam. One day. One day. One day, Sam, it'll happen. One day. Okay, let's go to the Rocky Ridges and see if there's any Pokemon there with a wish. So basically, long story short, Sam, what I figured out, because I was kind of working through it and I wasn't really paying attention, but I kind of figured it out. Basically, like you make the little wish tags in the game, and then for this event, there are going to be Pokemon who are going to be saying things like they're going to be outwardly saying things like, "Oh man, I wish I had this," like, and then you go up to them and you give them whatever it is that they want. You give them the tag, and then the tag glows. They give the tag back to you once it's glowing, and you could use that as currency to buy the stuff that Jirachi is selling. So it's kind of like, I'm like, I am like gonna be able to like buy all the cutesy stuff once I help the girls make a wish. Speaking of girls making a wish, why are you sleeping out here? Go inside. You know, Clefable, this is why you lost custody of your child. Let's talk about it. Clefable, this is why you lost custody of your child. You're sleeping in the front yard, girl. You have a bed. Oh my goodness. We can't have nothing. The Rocky Ridges is so ghetto. Oh my god. I don't want none of this stuff. Actually, this is actually really cool. She is a mess. She is a mess. You know what? You gotta give her props because she does. Clefable does what she has to do for the people that she cares about. You know what I mean? Like, she really does, like, care about Cleffa and Clefairy. And, like, I know Clefairy is her niece and she doesn't have any obligation to take care of her, but she does be giving her money and stuff. But it's also kind of like, at the same time, girl, get your shit together. Like, you cannot be sleeping out on the lawn. Just because your baby is not living with you does not mean that you can be sleeping out in the yard. Now back to pretending you're Drive. Get into it. What are the girls doing out here today? I don't see anybody. Where is everyone? We need to have a town meeting or something. Oh, well, there's Decidueye over there. There's Onyx. Not the apartments and the lofts. Yes, there is an apartment complex in the Rocky Ridges that I'm developing. As long as it's not weird shit in the way of being weird about other people, it's not that weird. Here's Magby. Get into it, girl. Magby is so baby. That's literally what the B in Magby is. It's baby. There's Geodude. Okay, we got some folks out here. You know what? I actually did come over here. I put some stuff in these little things, didn't I? Oh, somebody's working over here. Girl, finally, somebody got a job. Oh. Let me clock into Pokopia right now. I've moved. Oh, you are moved. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream. Thank you, Darius. Hi, Audino. Somebody's finally selling something over here. Oh, and she's selling a microwave. Girl, you got this shit off a truck or something. I know you, Audino. You got this shit like off a truck. I'm nervous. Why are you selling a microwave at random on a random Tuesday afternoon? She holds it in her tummy. Bye. Yes. So like Audino, she picked up all this bullshit. That's why she's selling it off the shelf. She picked up all this bullshit off the street, girl. I don't actually think the Rocky Ridges is ghetto. I was just trying to make a joke about Clefable. But Clefable does not have custody of her child. For those of you who don't know, the days of our Pokopia lives, Clefairy lives in this house with Cleffa. Clefairy is actually Clefable's niece, and who takes care of Cleffa for Clefable because Clefable had her a little bit too old, and she doesn't regret having Cleffa. Like there's love there for sure, but it's not the same as if she was like a young mom. And Cleffa prefers to be around Clefairy, at least for her like childhood. She wants to spend more time with Clefairy. So like, there's no argument about it. Like it is what it is. Mind you, Audino runs a whole gang, and it makes sense when you get into it. Because, no, it makes sense when you get into it, right? Because it makes sense when you get into it, because, like, remember when I posted that picture, and Audino moved in here, and immediately she had all those men around her house. She had, like, who was it? It was, like, she had, like, Machoke, and, like, whatever this guy's name is, She had like Machoke and Colossal and Tyranitar. Like, we thought that she was pulling trade. Meanwhile, she actually has a whole gang syndicate going on in the Rocky Ridges. Right, that's not her man, that's her hitman. Mind you, I'm sick to my stomach. It's so jaded out here. It is so dark-sided, and it's not because of the dark side of the mountain. I'm sick. The pink girls out here are really like doing their big one, and I get it. Like, you know what, Clefable, live your party girl lifestyle. And like, that's also crazy is because like also Jigglypuff is out here too, and Jigglypuff is a sugar. Okay, Jigglypuff is out here, and Jigglypuff is a sugar baby. Clefable is out here a 60-year-old party girl. Clefairy is out here, you know, doing her big one. I don't know what Clefairy is doing, honestly, with her life. And then we got Audino out here running a gang. And the girls. Because meanwhile, I told y'all before, Clefable and Audino are besties. And so like, oh, Clefable and Audino are besties. So Audino is actually smuggling, and Clefable tests out her supply. I'm sick. I'm sick. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Sure, Crobat. I can give you a loaf of carrot bread. I need to go get some wheat before I can give you any carrot bread, though. Yes, it is so messy out here. And so like, but that's why she lost custody of her child. You want to talk about it? Like, it's really that Cleffa was just too innocent and pure for this world, and Clefable was just trying to protect her by sending her off to her cousin because she knows that Clefairy lives right, and that's honestly okay, and maybe that's for the best. Like, their arrangement is not as messy as it seems. They're just out here living their life, and you know, Clefable is just trying to do her big one and trying to take care of her daughter from a distance without adding any more harm to having her be a part of her world, and you can't blame her for that. You know what I mean? Like,
she get money, her body tea. She's super thick, she's super pretty.
I wonder what Clefairy knows about this though, because yeah, that's a lot of stress for Clefairy. Because remember, Clefairy also has that whole dynamic with Jigglypuff and the sugar baby daddy situation, and it's just really messy. And you know, Jigglypuff is toxic, Clefairy is toxic, and at the end of the day, even though they're not best friends, I think that they still look out for each other because they're young girls taking care of their younger relatives, and it's just really serious for them out right now, and they really just have to do what they have to do, and it's fine. But like at the same time, it's also a little bit like, you know, you hate to see a girl like down. Happy 23rd of Pride, period. Hi IQ, how are you? Okay, so we're making carrot bread for a Crobat. I'm screaming at this entire ordeal. Yes! No, like, we have to, like, make it, like, interesting, like... So, I need like a spreadsheet or something. Like, somebody write this out. Show a little restraint. I didn't do nothing to... Bitch, I'll fight you. Here. You want your bread? Here. Honchcrow thinks that he's the head honcho, meanwhile, that's me. Thank you, Crobat. I appreciate your wish note. And here she goes. I knew she had a wish. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. I can give you a simple bowl of soup, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what a simple bowl of soup looks like, but I'll get you some soup. You're just gonna be lurking today. It's your mom's birthday. Happy birthday to your mom! She would have been 60 today, so I'm gonna sulk and be low-key today. That's okay, IQ. Take your time, or take your space. I completely appreciate you for even showing up. I hope that whatever you're going through, you know, as far as that's concerned, I hope that you can get through it today, you know, in celebration or in solemn, what is it? Solitude, solemnity? Is that the right word? Anyway, thank you for lurking. I appreciate you, IQ. I think it's solemnness. Here's your soup, girl. Clefable, the soup girl. No wonder she needs the soup, though. She was sleeping on the freaking yard. Clefable, you're hungover, girl. Take the time that you need. I'll go check in on Cleffa for you. Solemnity is the word. Yeah, okay, period. Oh, right. Thank you, IQ. Hi, Voce. How's the wish farming? It's going pretty good. I have a few wish notes. I have like, what, 6? I have 4. I have 4 wish notes right now. I just gave some soup to Clefable, who was sleeping out in the yard, after we realized that Clefable is actually the tester for Audino's supply, and Audino is running a gang. I gave a piece of carrot bread to Crobat up here. I don't know if Crobat's at home. Honchcrow tried to scold me for transforming next to him, which pissed me off. Now let's go see what Magmar wants. Magmar. Magmortar, excuse me. Girl. No, that's too many times that you're gonna close the door on me, Magmortar. I can give you a Leppa Berry. And for those of you who haven't seen it, this is the Magmar, Magmortar, and Magby house. Of course, I can share with you. No, like, Voce, you don't understand. I was literally just talking about this. So basically, like, Clefairy is Clefable's niece. Clefairy takes care of Cleffa, but Cleffa is not Clefairy's child. That is Clefable's child, and there's drama with that. Clefairy and Jigglypuff are best friends, but Jigglypuff is jealous of Clefairy because Clefairy has a mother figure in her life, and Jigglypuff lost her parents young. Jigglypuff has to take care of her little sister, Igglybuff. Igglybuff and Cleffa are best friends, so even though Jigglypuff and Clefairy are not they used to be best friends, they're not best friends anymore because they're judgmental and toxic to each other. It's a whole dynamic. Audino is best friends with Clefable. Come to find out, Clefable got hooked on that stuff that Audino is selling. Oh my god, it's a whole drama. And don't even get me started on the Cinderace drama, because Cinderace has drama too, with Raboot and everybody else, and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on, and Raboot doesn't even live in this part of the region. It's crazy. What do you want, Nacho? A potato hamburger steak. I could do that. Because we didn't even get into the whole Jigglypuff drama. Somebody needs to write this down so I remember. He wants a potato steak. Which I can do easy. I actually need to go and get some stone and like build up this little restaurant area a little bit more and make it into like a more of a party plaza. We're not there yet. We'll get there. We're not there yet. That's okay. I got you something. I like how it's just like little requests because this is also like, it is enhancing your relationship with the Pokemon. You're getting more items from it than just the wish notes, like stuff like that. It's a nice addition. It's not just like going and collecting items and then like selling them. Magby. What did you need again? Could you set up a decorative bookshelf at my place? I could. I think I have one on me. Maybe not. But I can. Decorative bookshelf. I don't know if I have any paper, so I guess I can't make a bookshelf. Where is it though? This is a mini bookcase. That's the magazine rack. What is the decorative bookshelf? Oh, that's this. And I need lumber. Good thing that I put this thing out here. Oh, nobody's cutting the lumber. Decidui, I'm gonna beat your ass. You're out here. You weren't doing nothing yesterday. You can't cut some lumber for me, Decidui. I know you're in there. I know you're in there. Oh, Decidui is not in here. Decidui? Walking the streets. Here, take this lumber. Yeah, I'll do a favor for you. A bread bowl. I don't even know the recipe for a bread bowl, mind you. I'll go get your bread bowl, but you better make me that lumber. Cause that pissed me off. I put that in there like a long ass time ago. You can't do no work for me. Let's try some simple bread as an ingredient for soup. Well, I don't even have any water right now. Let's go see if I can get some water from the vending machines. I have vending machine. Can't eat it till there's money between. Vending machine. Yes! Anyway. Me going on that long ass rant about how Cupcake is not a good artist. Help. I will remember when I went on that rant and I was like, Cupcake is not that good. Anyway. Cupcake has a couple little moments. Can't lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Here's another one. Oh, and all I'm getting is chili sauce, mind you. Exactly, she stays in her brain's lexicon, exactly. Can I help you? Yes, it is hustling and bustling. We had a whole housing project out here, girl, please. You know what? I could move you into this building right here. Oh, because I was carving out this little part of the mountain. Maybe I can move him up here. Now you're trying to make a wish upon a star. You don't even come out of your house. Please. Please. What? Lucario? What? Yes. A loaf of carrot bread. Yes. I can do that. Yes. Here. This is not a finished build. I started doing this when I was in my original Pokopia era. I don't know if you knew about it, Voce, but for a long time, all I would stream was Pokopia when it came out. And once, because there were people who gifted it to me. Shout out to Farm Boy, shout out to Paradise. They gifted me the money to purchase Pokopia. I purchased Pokopia and I was addicted. And so I started this whole big housing project, and then I was gonna work on it, and I built some other homes out here that are also semi-unfinished as well. But there are some parts that are finished, like the Rocky Ridges it just takes a lot to do. And so I've had to kind of carve out my vision with with the vision board and stuff like that before I could really get into the whole moment of it. And I don't have any, fresh water. I don't have any fresh water. Meanwhile, you go to the store, nobody's selling no fresh water. We're gonna leave this area because y'all are asking me for stuff that I can't give you. Because there's no other vending machines that I can go to right now. I don't even think I have one on me. But I can make a thing of carrot bread before we go. Back again. All the clothes are at the in the machines. Period. You don't have water? Oh, beef jerky level hydration. Well, it's not that we don't have any water. It's just that you have to have bottled water to make soup, and I don't have any. I can't make any soup. But and Decidui is making me some lumber, and he asked for a bread bowl, which I can do, but not right now. Lucario asked me for something. Here is Mag. Who is this? Is that Magby again? Magby wants something else, girl. Who knows? This is stressing me out. Here. Take this bread. Period. Bye. They're giving me all kinds of stuff and items and things. Thank you. Let's see what Magby wants, because Magby is saying something else, girl. I just talked to you. I just gave you something. Hey, girl. Oh, you want to decorate a bookshelf. We can do that. We have to go get the paper. We're leaving this area. No, the lumber is for the bookshelf. Yes, the lumber is for the bookshelf. I need to go get water for the soup. Once I get water for the soup, like, it's so convoluted, bitch. It gets to a point. It really, truly gets to a point. Yeah, so Magby lives inside of the apartment complex. So the apartment complex also has like a luxury suite. Magby, Magmar, and Magmortar live in the luxury suite. I'm also thinking about moving like the Colossal line maybe into the suite above them. And then like, I'm gonna cut it off there. I'm gonna finish up the smaller apartments and we're gonna move Pokemon in, and then I'm gonna cap it at that, because I've already built so many apartments. There's like there's like probably a total of like 8 apartments in the entire in the entire complex, which is a lot considering that all the apartments are bigger than this house, and some of them are bigger than this house, at least by physical like geographical size. How's my pallet town? My pallet town's kind of poppin'. It just has a little, it's basically just a small town center. It's at level 10, but there's a lot of empty homes out there because I was trying to get Flareon, and I did get Flareon, but I haven't been doing a lot of work on it because I haven't been really playing a lot of Pokopia up until recently. We're gonna go to the vending machine. Vending machine, can't eat it till there's money between, money between. Yes, a fresh water, please. You're going to Burlington? Burlington is fun. The way I didn't look and see what it actually gave me. Okay, I got a chili sauce here. What did it give me? Okay, well. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Let's go to the Skylands. Low-key, I want to do what you did, but instead of making rooms, I fill the empty spaces with the house to maximize the space and then like make the entrance look nice somehow. That's a good idea, actually, and I do suggest that. I think I'm going to do that in the Skylands specifically. I just don't like the pre-builds because I like to be able to build my own walls and to customize the house a little bit more with like the blocks. I like for there to be Pokemon. I like to be able to walk into somewhere instead of having to walk into a house and not having it be like a loading in. But I was thinking about maybe doing some pre-build specifically for this one. It's just that we're not there yet with this area. Like, this area is like, I did a lot of the story with this area, but I haven't done a lot since then. Speaking of, I don't even know where there are any freaking vending machines out here. And the girls have wishes and stuff, but like, I'm not gonna fulfill your wish right now. I gotta go figure out what I'm doing. I know that there's gotta be a vending machine in this building somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where. There's one right here, but it's not actually powered. And if I powered it right now, yeah, because this building isn't fully powered. Oh, I'm sick. We're leaving. And just so that you know, since you asked, I'll show you the pallet town before we go. I have the pallet town. I named it Pretty Pinkerton. I do love the builds I've seen. I just like the houses because it maximizes the space. Also helps the game load in Pokemon. It should be prioritizing. Exactly. Like Charmander can stay in the little house in the rain so someone can spawn instead of him, because I think only 20-30 Pokemon can spawn or walking around at once. Yeah, and like the population is getting pretty high, and a lot of Pokemon, like, everybody has somewhere to live. Not everybody's happy about where they live, and I get that. but it gets complicated. So like for out here, for example, I have a whole row of pre-builds over here. Every evolution that I have, except for Flareon, who lives over here at this table, lives in a pre-build. I don't mind the pre-builds, but I just like the bigger houses. And for the longest time, like, I was just doing these because I preferred them, not necessarily because I actually like I have the space to make a pre-build, and I would like to make a pre-build. It's just that that's not my vibe right now. I think in the future things could shift up. Like, I really like this build, for example. I like this style of house because it's big and it's spacious and multiple Pokemon can live in there and it's useful. But I also don't really like how, girl, they're selling a vending machine. Well, I bet it's 2K, 5K, 2K. It's gotta be 2K. It's 150. 150? I'll give you 3 potatoes and you're gonna give me a vending machine? Thank you. Do you like the Freezing Chambers power plant flame altar yet? I actually lost my power plant. Fun fact, actually really sad fact. I have not seen my power plant since I played a while ago. I need to go and I don't know, it might be in the VODs where I put it or something. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I do like the Freezing Chamber. I have the Freezing Chamber in my Skylands area, and Articuno lives up in there, but Articuno actually doesn't have a house. And then I have my whatever it's called. What did you call it? The flame altar. I do have that up in my Rocky Ridges at the top of the mountain. You just didn't see it. Yeah, I do want to figure out where my power plant is. I feel like I put it in the mountains somewhere in my Bleak Beach, and I haven't seen it, but I'm not fully sure, and I couldn't tell you. Anyway, we're going back to Bleak Beach. Let's go work on something else for a little while. Yeah, but at the same time, even though I have plans of putting it out there, right now I don't know what I did with it, and I know I didn't throw it away because I don't throw anything away, and I know I didn't trade it away because I wouldn't have traded it away. Like, I don't know what happened to it, but I don't have it. I'm on a roof Jirachi to this island, I think in a floating moon house maybe. That would be cute. Jirachi would probably be really good in the Skylands, maybe above the tower. Like the shopping center or whatever. Oh, and everybody has a wish now. Everybody has a wish. See, here we go. Everybody has a wish. Which is good, because that means I'm going to be able to get all the items that I want, but I'm a little bit overwhelmed. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to take a moment. I need to take a moment. I'll either be putting him in the Skylands or a cave somewhere where you can find him at the end of the mystery dungeon. Yeah. And like, that's the other thing, is that like, I've been excited about some of the other events, but this is like the most exciting one to me so far. I'm not gonna hold you. Like the Sable Eye one, I basically didn't participate in, and the same thing is true for the Bulbasaur one, but the Bulbasaur one was different. Let's go see, first things first. So we have this big Charjabug building, which is actually purely inhabited right now by Mareep and Flaffy, who live in the top floor in this cutesy little area. I am gonna build like I'm probably gonna build like maybe 1 or 2 more floors on this building, and on the top floor of it all, I am gonna put Raikou up there, because Raikou is out here walking around somewhere. But right now it's just those two. I do have plans for Charjabug to live in there, but right now Charjabug lives in the alley behind the building. Next to the freaking vending machine, where I got Rose Raid tea, and that's what I get. Yeah, I want like Vikavolt and Charjabug to live in the building, and also, you know, because I like to keep like the family groups together. But the thing about Vikavolt and Charjabug versus like Grubbin is that they have vastly different desires and needs. Their visions for their homes are completely different from one another. Finally, we have fresh water. It took so long, and we might not have had it. And originally I was gonna have them move in here on the middle floor. I don't know if I'm gonna have them move in on the middle floor or what. And then You know, we have this, and then we also have this building right here. This is where the Pikachu and her little cohorts live. That's Pichu and Dedenne and Toxel, and they get their life in here. They all love this house. Yeah, but I just built this up specifically so that they could all live in here together because they're like girlies or whatever. And they all love this house. And it could probably be better, but right now it is what it is. I do have Tatsugiri. Actually, yesterday when I was playing, fun fact, actually kind of sad fact, Tatsugiri lives over on the other island because that's just where I happen to put her little build. I have the orange Tatsugiri. I don't know what the names of them are individually. She lives over here underneath that little, underneath one of those umbrellas, right? Yesterday, I came over here to go get something painted. Tatsugiri was laying in Smear Guru's bed. And they were laid up in the middle of the night. I was like, oh, the girls are like, oh, it's getting serious out here. Like, because there's like a small little community of Pokemon that live over here. We have Gloom. We have Executor. Over in this corner, I think, is where Spinarak lives. Even though Spinarak doesn't hang out a lot because Spinarak lives in four patches of grass. But like, there's like a small community, so Tatsugiri kind of comes and hangs out over here sometimes. I'm thinking for this island, I'm not committing to it yet, but I think for the grass-type Pokemon that live out in the Bleak Beach, because I have a plan on moving certain Pokemon in certain areas, I think the grass-type Pokemon would really benefit from living over here. And then from over here to over here, I'm gonna make this little like farm area, orchard area in the back into like some kind of like farm, what did I say? Not farm to table, what is the word? Not farm stand, what did I call it? Farmer's market. That's what I want this area to kind of be. Right now, it's very bare bones. You know, Blastoise lives in this cave in the back of the cave. We have Primplup and Azumarill living over here, and we have nobody living in this house. But Primplup used to live in this house before he moved into the Fruitiger Arrow building, which is actually has plans to be expanded. So there's like a lot of stuff going on, and I have a long list of things that I need to do. I just haven't like organized it in a way where it's gonna happen just yet. Oh, so you're saying I can get the other Tatsugiris. I don't exactly know what this is. Let's go here. Yes, it's just one set. Okay, so this table, I can move this over and put a table down here. What is this, honey? Shaded beach. This is the beach set. Where's the shaded beach? What's your favorite kind of tea? Like, actually, in reality, I really like hibiscus tea and I really like mint tea. Mango tea is yum. That sounds good. Let's see. I'll just take one of these tables because I'm not really doing nothing with this, so I'll just take this table. Fine. That's fine. That's fine. Hi, Mabsuki. Does it have to be a specific kind of table? I don't want the shaded beach. Which one do I want? I want this. Beach set. It has to be a side table. I don't think that was a side table. Well, that sucks, but also that means that I could leave this table right over here, because I like for certain things to be kind of like left alone, and so I don't mind like not like, you know, making this into something crazy. Although I do wish there was some kind of like crafting over here. I do have another beach chair as well. I don't have another parasol. Is there another one around here? I'm not really even like focused right now on like bringing a new Pokemon, but it's been so long. Oh, there is another parasol right there. So I need 2 side tables and that's it. I can do that. I don't blame you. I print all kinds of stuff all the time. It would be nice for there to be somebody living on this over here, because it's just, there's nothing over here. That's the real truth. And like I built a little bridge so that Pokemon can get back and forth. But like the more populated the areas are, the better I feel about like building in them in the first place, because it gives Pokemon things to do and places to live. Also, those side tables, I'm not gonna lie, they're so easy to make. Frequent in the shop. How much is it to stay at the Pretty Pink Beach Resort? Well, right now we have a premium of $49,000 per night. Thank you. And that is the sale price. All right, let's see if we can get these other Tatsugiris to pop up. We may or may not see them before the end of this stream, but Moss lacks a carrot. We can do that too. I have carrots on me. Before we go, here, twin. I should look up that stuff. I should find like if there's like some kind of graphic or something. I should look that up and figure out like I should look that up and figure out like all the little things that happen when you feed them certain things, because I don't know all of that. I would love to find something like that. You can send the flavor sheet. Okay, period. I saw the way you was talking to me earlier, Honchkrow. Don't think that you're slick. Don't think you're slick now. It's not making a bread bowl. All right, let's look at how to make the bread bowl. I did get your messages on Discord. I just haven't checked them yet. Okay, so we have to have a fire Pokemon assisting to make the bread bowl. But it is the correct ingredients. It's anything with the... It's bread and soup and anything else. But it has to be a fire Pokemon assisting you with it. Is there a fire Pokemon over here? Magmortar! Come here, you. I actually love Magmortar, by the way. Probably, like, Magmortar is not in my top 20. But Magmortar is definitely, like, up there for me as far as fire Pokemon are concerned. Because I like a lot of fire Pokemon. But, like, Magmortar really takes the cake for designs for me. For the longest time, actually, Magmortar lived in the kitchen over here. She doesn't anymore. Now she lives in that luxury apartment with Magmar and Magby, but at one point, there was a time. When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Yes, all by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself. Where's Decidueye when you need her? Decidueye. Oh, you're still following me? Bye. Anymore. Where's Celine when you need her? Her too. I know Chatot will tell me where Decidueye is. That is, if I can find Chatot. Oh, Decidueye's over there in the water. That was like spot the difference. What are those, like, find the 10 items in the thing? That's what this is. Like, why are you over here? I hated Magmar pre-Magby and Magmortar. Yeah, that's valid. I think that Magby and Magmortar add so much to the growth, the development of those Pokemon, because they do genuinely seem like they are middle stage. For like Elekid and Magmar, they do seem middle stage, and that's also how I feel about Lickitung. Actually, I think Lickitung would be a great Pokemon to get a pre-evolution if they were going to do pre-evolutions again. You know, it's different for Pokemon like Mr. Mime and Jinx. I think Jinx kind of feels like Jinx can be fully cooked. I think if there was ever a Jinx, it would have to be a similar situation to like what they have for it would have to be a similar situation to what they have for Mr. Mime with Mr. Rhyme. However, like, I don't know. Where like there are Jinx that are like living full lives, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's a way that we can still get like the essence of a Mega Jinx without actually having a Mega Jinx. Here, girl, there's your bookshelf. You love it? And mind you, Lickitung is already super cute to me. I love Lickitung. I'm not obsessed with it, but I definitely like have a big appreciation for a lot of those like, Generation 1 Pokemon. Although I do think that, and like Scyther, I think Scyther would be another good Pokemon to have like a pre-evolution. I think that Pinsir goes underserved. I think Heracross goes underserved. A lot of those like Generation 1, Generation 2 kind of like nearly human-sized kind of Pokemon. Like Heracross, no evolution for Heracross ever, and they're all just born like that immediately. It's a little ridiculous. And same with Pinsir. Same with like Miltank. I think that Miltank being just fully cooked when you meet a Miltank is kind of crazy. I can afford an item. I don't really think I'm gonna. Oh, let's just do a star-shaped dresser. Yes, I will. I will take it. Thank you. And let's go put it in my house. Miltank deserves a baby Pokemon. Tauros deserves a baby Pokemon. Like, I'm not saying that every Pokemon needs a baby Pokemon, like, I get the vibe. But also, it's kind of like the way that the world actually works. There are so many creatures that a lot of these Pokemon are based on that simply do have juvenile forms. It's a little ridiculous to not have for them to not have like baby forms. I don't want it to be too yellow in here, so I'm not gonna do that in this room. Do y'all have a vanity in here? There is not a vanity in here. I'll put the star vanity in here. Oh, it is so petite. This is perfect for Cleffa. I didn't realize it was like a tabletop item. I thought it was like a oh, that's so cute. They're gonna love it. And their house is dark because they like it dark. When I put lights inside their house, they were like, Clefairy was like, I don't know about that. I'm kind of gagged you don't live in a house with all the pink. Well, I mean, I think a lot of it's because I spend so much time. Like, that's my home base, but I don't actually live here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't spend a lot of time in any particular area long enough to be like, I live in this house. This is my home. Like, and also I think it's because I don't have a consolidated storage just yet. I've taken my time with developing that as well. So like, I have storage in all the major areas, like except for Pallet Town. I don't have a storage in Pallet Town. I just kind of bring whatever I can. So like, that's the real vibe, is that like, this is my house because I need a home base and I don't like spawning in always at the Pokemon Center, and it was annoying me to always pop in at the Pokemon Center when I was working on stuff over here. To me, this is more centralized. Speaking of centralized, actually, let's go, before I continue, because I am going to do maybe a few more wishes. I think the wishes are cute, and I think it's really going to be easy to grind out the wishes. I probably will work on that and then update y'all on it maybe next week. I don't know how long this event is going to be going, but I'm actually going to come over here and check out this, because they've been working on paint in this room. And they love to work on some fucking paint in this room. And I like that about these dinosaur Pokemon. Here, and y'all can have all of this. I don't even care. I haven't collected berries in a while, but hey, it's whatever. The huge road to the museum. Yeah, I have like, okay, so Voce, I don't know if you've noticed the pattern of it all, but I have very ambitious dreams when it comes to my Pokopia, but it's like, we're not there. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, we're on our way to it, but we're not exactly there yet. Like, there's a road, it's a cute little road over here to the museum, but I have completely taken out all the lava out of all the caves, and I want to replenish it. There's no landscaping to this road to the museum, and the museum itself is only somewhat dug out of this freaking sand that it was in. You know what I mean? Like, there are things that I want to do to this area that I just haven't done. No, I'm in the same boat. That's also part of the thing, is that it just became an overwhelming and an unrewarding project to like start working on the mountains right here. But eventually, when I have the time and I have the desire, I am gonna come back here with a series of hamburgers and just like roll throughout all of this mountain until it's a natural slope up into the top. The only problem with that though is that, first of all, I need to like kind of like build a door or a gate or something like this to this part of the cave, because I do want it to be a little bit blocked off. And the other thing is, Jigglypuff lives right here, and this is not that far, this is not that close to the museum, but it's dependent on this part of the mountain. So whatever I carve out, I still want it to have like a natural formation around her house and to this waterfall and all this other stuff. I don't want to like carve out the entire mountain. And I know that some people, which I think is crazy, but I know that some people are actually so like in it that they have like done, what would you call it? Where they have like rebuilt or reestablished museums. Actually, no shade. I think Milotic did that, and that's not shade, but Milotic did that as well. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't want to do that. I want to build the museum in the museum. I want to put the dinosaurs in the museum that's already built and established over there. I'm scared to do that. It's also so yeah. I've cleaned house on the roof and inside the museum, but doing the road will kill me off so bad. It is overwhelming, and like that's the other thing is like doing this has changed so much of what goes on inside the mountain because I was so irritated by like the little change of the, you know, when you go to a certain spot over here at the museum, it changes the sky, and I've kind of built around it so it's not as bad when you're actually walking to the museum. But I thought that some of that was influenced by the lava being present inside of the cave, and that's why there's no lava in the cave. I've gotten rid of all the natural lava inside of this particular cave, which I don't necessarily care about, but it's kind of like it's irksome now to think that like this cave used to be full of lava and now it's not. And so I was thinking about just coming back and like putting it back in there just for the interest of the lava itself. I should collect these freaking broken windows too. I want to preserve the current ruins before adding my own shit. Exactly. And that's my vibe. I want to preserve what I can, preserve the parts that are important to me about every aspect of the Pokopia. For example, the Team Rocket hideout. That's why Pikachu lives in there, is because I want it to be authentic to a certain extent to what it was previously like. Or like Meowth's hut, where Meowth is like selling all of his wares. Same thing. Y'all, I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. So we're going to go to the bathroom. We're not going to the bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom. Y'all are going to listen to Finesse by Cardi B and Bruno Mars. All right, BRB. Right. Here we are. I was about to say, where's the music? Bring it back. Hey, y'all. Ooh. Welcome back. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, so I've been doing. I did a handful of wishes. That was not what I wanted to focus on today. I think I'll do a few more wishes just for shits and giggles. But like, what I actually wanted to truthfully do was I actually wanted to develop some stuff for the I wanted to continue to work on the Dirty Bubble building a little bit. I hate to be like, let's work on the Dirty Bubble building, but let's work on the Dirty Bubble building. I need some wall hangings and stuff like that, posters and things like that for the Whooper and Clodsire building. And I don't... Stepping Stones recipe. Actually, that's a good idea. It's the Dirty Bubble building. That's the brown building in the Bleak Beach that I was working on. That's the one that the Shellos and Gastrodon live in. Basically, any Pokemon that can use muddy water lives in that building. I'm gonna move Gumi and Sliggoo in there, and then once I figure out how, once I like manifest Gudra, then we're also going to see Gudra in there as well, most likely. Yeah, so for the remainder of stream, I don't know if I'm going to be going super long today because I went super long yesterday, and I am gonna work on posting those VODs. But for the remainder of stream, I am gonna just continue working on that. Yes. 500. 750. I still need to get the table lamp. The Avalug table gagged me. I'll give you these. I'm not using them. Here. I have a table lamp. I wish you could just give people stuff. I'm gonna get these lumberries, or these aspare berries too. Yeah, the Avalug table is crazy looking, but it'll be perfect for when I am trying to get, like, Glaceon, like... I also have the little ice, like, the little, like, drink fridge or whatever, the gamer fridge, and it was talking about ice types in this description. I was like, oh, this is perfect for, like, a ice type, and there's only, like, what, 2 ice types in the freaking game. I would love an ice area. Hi, Gloom. Yeah. I'm hopeful. I'm not like, I'm not holding hope necessarily, but I am like, I'm not, okay, I want to be hopeful. I'm not holding hope. I am optimistic. I'm not saying that I think they're going to necessarily give us an ice part of the region, especially because, like, what part of the Kanto region is covered in ice? Besides the, like, Seafoam Island, which is also not icy. Like, even if you go into Seafoam Island, Seafoam Island is not intended to be, like, super icy all over. It's, like, partially icy. So I think that's the other thing. I want to get a Slurpee and go home. A Slurpee sounds nice, V. Get into it, Ace Pride. I just figured that would be a good... The party bunting is just going to be a cute and easy way to, like, decorate the walls for... Whooper and quad tire with minimal work. I guess I could also put some vines in there, maybe. We're not there yet. I know I'm carrying paint on me. Jesus, and a lot of it, too. It would be cool to see the Tamagotchi concept, though. This is not the right apartment. Oh, they're sleeping on the bed. Oh, I have a picture of the Gastrodon sleeping on a bed, too. Look at them. They're so cute. Sweet dreams, little sea slugs. All right, let's put some party bunting up here. Welcome back, Myotic. Hi, Kira. Yes, Kira, I'll have to show you I will have to show you the picture of the Gastrodons. They were so cute too. Is somebody in here? Did I miss it? Nobody's in here. I'm so confused. What does that sound? Maybe somebody's hanging out nearby. Okay, and then I'll put this picture up right here. And I'll put a picture in that frame when I get a picture of Miss Claude. Mice is supposed to make a cameo appearance in the Zeds movie. I see. I wonder if we'll get rumored yellow Shellos and wind waves. Maybe. Were you able to get any of the new items? Yeah, I did get one of the items. I was like, you know, I kind of tested it out, and like, you know, a lot of the requests that the Pokemon are having are very like, can you get me this item? Can you do this for me? Can you spare something money-wise? And then it's like, what they actually need is like something that you have to go craft. So it's going to be a little bit of a grinding to make it happen. But trust, I will make it happen. No, but it's so cute. And the items that Jirachi gives you for this for sale are also so cute. We need a little bit of light in this place. But there's not really any space for any lights, to be real with you. What else could I do? I mean, I could just throw some of these up. It's not a big deal. I don't really think that it necessarily needs, like, a lot of lighting. Because I also don't really want to, like, you know... I want to be the Rockstar cosplay Pikachu, period. Okay, V, I'll check it out later. I got my Blue Raz energy drink and my new Benjamin. Nice, Kira. Take a puff for me, please, Kira, please. Maybe two. Oh my god. Well, let's just go take a picture of Claude. I don't know where she went. I don't know where she's at. I'm sure she's around. Claude is Claude is one of those Pokemon who's like always kind of around, even if you don't want her to be. But also, she has been very active in the past few days. I'll go and search for her. I'll have Pelipper take me to her. If he's around. I don't know if Pelipper's around either. I have not seen Pelipper today that I can recall. I know the honey smells good, bitch, but it's not that good. Please get off of my back. You love the Fruitiger Arrow building? Yeah, I made plans to expand it. I did document a lot of its development on my through the VODs. Okay, here's this bitch. Not the bitch I was looking for, and then this bitch too. I actually didn't give you that berry wall decoration, but that's really fine. If it enriches your life to get to see the berry wall decoration in the Shellos apartment, that's completely fine with me. Because I think that y'all all benefit from being in proximity to each other. I was about to say, I know this bitch is following me. We're gonna go take a picture over where they used to live because I do think that the waterfall is nostalgic, and I am probably going to tear this waterfall down or adjust it drastically. So let's take a picture with it while it's still here. And Gloom can be in the picture. I do not care. Gloom. Sire is very mallet shaped. I don't know if it's a mallet or like whatever the fuck you would call that. And actually, while I'm at it, the actual picture, so I did put a picture that I took with the gastrodons yesterday in here. The actual picture that I'm going to put in here is the picture of the Shellos. This is the gastrodon apartment, but I'm going to put a picture of the Shellos in here for them. I think that's so cute. Do I have anything to expand this little, like, walking area just a touch more? I do. I literally have 2, which is fine. Oh, and now we're missing the blue one's home. Whatever. I'm sure I'll find him walking in the town center later. It's fine. I'm not really stressing about it. The reason why I even did that is because I wanted to put like a plant in here or something. Oh. Y'all saw that? Get into it, girl. Oh, do y'all want to see the picture of the gastrodons? They were sleeping in the bed. That's here. So, today we saw the Shellos sleeping in the bed with each other in their apartment, which they love. I was surprised to see how much they loved it. But we also have the gastrodons who live in their apartment sleeping. They were sleeping in the bed with each other last night. And it's not that I even think that they're like, I don't have any personal implications on it. I don't have any personal implications for the relationship between the gastrodons. I just have them living together because it's most convenient. But if they're enjoying their home and things like that, it makes me feel good. So I'm glad to see it. And right now we have the Shellos enjoying their home. We have Miss Claude enjoying her home with Miss Whooper. And we have the gastrodons enjoying their home in the Dirty Bubble building. I do think I'm going to move Gloom to the top of the Dirty Bubble building, probably. I don't know if she's going to get her life up here, but I feel like this is a nice spot. Let's see what Gloom actually likes. Lots of nature, lots of dirt, soft stuff, pretty flowers, garbage, and dry flavors. Well, there's lots of nature, lots of dirt, dry stuff, and there's a lot, yeah. So we could just throw some shit up here, and that could be her apartment. And I'm gonna connect that so my plan is, why is she on the roof? Hello? That's why I need to put a fence up here. I was testing out the visual of the, I was testing out the visual of what like a fire escape would look like on this building, so that's what this actually is. And I'm going to continue that upward until the top level, and so that is going to be the way that Gloom is going to be able to access her smaller apartment up here. She's going to be living by herself at the top. So Gloom is going to be kind of like on the custodial staff, or like kind of like the handyman position in my mind for the Dirty Bubble building. And she's also going to be kind of like the one who's working on this little like floral community garden type area up here. I was going to put a community garden on the Fruitiger Aero building, but like I told y'all last time, the Fruitiger Aero building is actually doing hydroponics in the basement, and their food is a little bit off. Everything that you eat is either colorless or it's blue. It's a little confusing. It doesn't necessarily taste right, but it is a nice part of the experience overall. But to speak a little bit more on how I'm going to be expanding this particular area, because like, I do know that I'm going to expand some of this over here too. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what there's going to be. There's probably going to be some tall buildings over here too to continue the urbanization project, right? But the other plans that I have is that I want to make a building here for the cute Pokemon in the area. So that would be like the Merrills, the Azumarils, the Happiny. I don't think Happiny is going to stay in this area. I think I would like Happiny to go and live in the Withered Wasteland where Chansey lives. But I do think that for the Pokemon that are cutesy, that do live in this area, that it would be nice for them to have a little bit of like a home over here specifically dedicated to them. So there is going to be some kind of building that's going to kind of like reach a little bit over these like steps a little bit, maybe not literally over like the stairs, but like, you know, there's like a step here and there's a step here, and then there's like this area. I don't really like a lot of this vibe. And you know, like there's a lot going on here as far as like, there's a lot of like real estate for nice things to be over here. So I do think that I'm going to like I'm going to make some kind of development over here that's going to kind of take up this entire space. I don't know how tall it's going to be, but I definitely know that I want something here. So I'm going to start working on that. And that's going to be for like Cinccino, Minccino, Happiny, and all the Pokemon like them. At least the ones that are going to be staying in this area, because I think that I'm going to be moving Cinccino and Minccino to the Skylands anyway. Regardless, I also would like, so right now we actually have Piplup living out here. This is Piplup's bed. Piplup lives actually down here in like these in this little like pond basically, and I don't mind Piplup living here, but I think that it would be more beneficial to everybody involved to have a more like a sister building of sorts to the Frutiger Arrow building and build it over here a little bit too, especially because Piplup has been seen hanging out a lot in Empoleon's area, and Empoleon lives by himself, and I'm not going to like try and like infringe upon Piplup's, you know, Empoleon's like solitude, but Piplup does live alone, and I do think I want to expand this building just a little bit because like it is finished. It was finished when I reached like the finishing point of it, but I do think that there could be more to be added. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the vibe for that. And that'll create more space also for the other Pokemon that I want to live in this building. Which I have talked about a little bit, but not a lot, and I'm not going to talk about it right now because there's a lot of like moving back and forth that I have planned for this area. And so like right now, that's also the other thing about why lumber is like such a premium right now, is because like lumber is at a premium right now. It's because like there's a lot of plans for things and builds and stuff. Anyway, I said all that to say I was gonna put this decorative plant shelf in this apartment right here. Literally, boom. Girl, are you good? She's getting her life. What do you want? She's just happy to be alive. Get into it. Me too. God bless. Well, okay, so I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like up here for Miss Gloom, but Miss Gloom and Doom, but let's just throw a bed down here. Like, let's put some intention into, like, saying this is going to be Gloom's home. We'll put, like, a trash can out front. Actually, the trash can part's probably going to be connected to, like, the little extension of the fire escape kind of vibe. Gloom also has a little bit of, like, her own little gardening spot over on the beach. Maybe we could give her a palm tree or something, stuff like that. That would be nice. Some things for Gloom specifically to like exist on. And we'll even give her like a space that she can walk down, probably over here somewhere, maybe like here. So that way she can utilize the elevator in case she doesn't want to walk up 4 flights of stairs to get to her house. What is the cherry on top to you about like this about this building, Milotic? I saw you said that. I didn't know what you meant. I'm not. You can't paint these stairs, actually, can you? You cannot customize these stairs. I don't mind that. I am gonna make this a single file staircase though. The what's her name? Clodsire. Clodsire on the roof is the cherry on top of the Dirty Bubble building. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I do actually believe that Gloom is one of the very few Pokemon. I wouldn't say very few, but Gloom is part of the collection of Pokemon that is going to be staying in this area for sure. I'm probably also going to be bringing out like the Weepin' Bell line and stuff like that, but I don't know if they're not all going to be staying in the urban area. That's just going to be Gloom most likely, and then the rest of them could live somewhere else. The cherry on top was the Shellos picture. Oh, period. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. Okay, let's work on. I was thinking I was going to use the wooden side paneling because I think that the. Let's test that out. Okay, I need to do the steps. I don't know if I'm gonna customize them. Where the hell did they go? These. I'm gonna do bridge planks. I'll do 180. I don't know how many I'm gonna need. There's so many, I can customize them. I don't know if I want to customize them. I don't know what that looks like. So let's go test that first. I'm not opposed to customizing. If I do, I'm going to probably leave those over there because I still probably will use some that are not that color, like whatever color I end up using for them in the future. And they're going to be anchored to the building, so they don't need to be like these like the bridge planks over here that are like, you know, kind of creating the pier. I'm going to get the red and the green out because I know that if I do paint them, it's going to be brown. Let's see. Just do one set for right now. Let's see. Brown. I don't hate it. They're already brown, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that deep. I would rather focus on, like, the facade of the building. So, I think, like, I would rather the visual focus be on the facade of the building than the fire escapes of it all. So, like, if I have Smear Guru able to paint something, I'm definitely going to have him paint something when I can, like that. So, I think I am going to have him paint these brown. What? I don't have any red paint and green paint? Did I only pick up one? I'm so stupid. Pokopia! Right. Sam is here. What do you see that I don't see? Because I don't even see Sam. You're talking to him? Oh, Smear Guru. You're crazy. I do want to try some of that side paneling as a border to the fire escape, though. I think it'll be interesting, but honestly, that might take away from all the painting that I just did. I should have tested that first, because then I would just have to paint that. Let's just do 5 of these. And if it's sitting on the outside, I don't necessarily think I even need the corner pieces. I think I'm gonna go get the corner pieces though, because I might still need them. Which I have 10 in somewhere, and I'll just take those. That should be fine, because it's only 4 levels anyway. It's not gonna be that many pieces, but it's gonna be a handful. So, and there are doors to each individual space. We'll test the wooden fencing too. Sam was here earlier. I don't know what Sam's doing today. Hopefully he's well. He's probably working. Sam works a lot of the weekdays, I believe. All right, let's test the brown. Oh, well, what else we could do? No, let's just keep it one color. Okay, let's test the brown. I painted it brown. We can always go get more green paint. It's not a big deal. I also don't exactly know how that paneling is gonna work on these. Huh? So that's what the paneling naturally wants to do. I'm confused by it. I'm disturbed. I think it's because it likes to sit on like the edge. It likes to sit on the edge of a block. And you can't put a block on top. You can put a block on top. So let's see what that looks like. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's how we're gonna do it. So this needs to actually come out one more block, by the way. Like this. And then I could just throw a block, like... right here, maybe? And then we'll just throw blocks like this. I'll use the white rock. I don't care. And that way we can use this paneling as a fence. And I don't need the corner piece. Which is fine, because I didn't make any, I just had some. I really don't mind the darker wood because it kind of goes with the wood paneling and it does kind of contribute a little bit. Let's see what it's giving though on another level. So there's 9, I think it's 8 or 9, 10, something like that. Let's twist it. Bop it. There we go. Okay. Flip it, twist it, and dunk it or whatever. Okay, what does the stairs look like with this, though? Bitch, we're eating potatoes tonight. All right, let's cook. Oh, not like that. So this is dependent upon, so we'll start one right here, I guess. Actually, let's put another of these right here like this, and we'll start this here, question mark? I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like coming, because like building it downward is not the smart way to go about it. And there'll be one right here. Right here, and then you need 2 more. Yeah, so it actually needs to come out all the way over here. Yes. So like I can come down here and do one right here, and then do this. Oh. And then turn this right here, down right here. There we go, perfect. And so then you can walk out here and come around here, and there we go. Boom, 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 bang, 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 bang. So that takes you to the 2nd level. Second verse, same as the first. Let's add the white rocks down to the inventory. I don't know how I'm going to build another set of stairs to the 3rd level, though. Oh. I mean, in theory, I could just build another staircase right here. Like, I was confused about it, but is it really that confusing? No. I could just build another staircase, like, right here. Oh, I keep doing this. Okay. I'm gonna need some more of these. Oh, and here we go. There you go. You see Cinchino climbing up the steps. It seems like a lot of the Pokemon generally do like the dirty bubble building, which is kind of funny to me because I built this building specifically kind of to be like, it's not a building for the rejects necessarily, but it does kind of have the vibe of like a space for like Pokemon that are kind of gross. Like, I don't know. Like they use muddy water, like they're nasty, they're earthy, they're like stinky a little bit, like... Yeah, I need a little bit of everything. I need to go get that lumber. Hi, vampire bats. Alolan Raichu, period. The way I've kind of exposure therapied myself into liking Palmy. Not that I ever disliked any of the Pika clones. Like, if I didn't like the Pika clones, I wouldn't be, like, dedicating myself to them the way that I have. But, like... I was gonna say Alolan Raichu is one of my favorite Pika clones, or it has been, even though really I don't think that Raichu is a Pika clone, because every Raichu at one point was a Pikachu in theory. But anyway, how are you doing, Ryan? I'm over here building a fire escape for this freaking, I think I did that with the Woobat line because conceptually they're great. I have always liked the Woobat line, so I get it. It's normal temperature finally. That's good. I'm building a fire escape to the dirty bubble building, and actually the fire escape is actually going to be leading right up to Gloom's house. Gloom is going to live on some form of shed. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like or what it's going to feel like, but Gloom is going to live on some form of shed on top of the elevator shaft. And she's gonna like, she's gonna be like the gardener, kind of. We need to go get some more wood, though. Let's go see how Decidueye is doing in the Rocky Ridges about that wood. Decidueye was pretty easy to get for me, but I think it's because, like, I didn't actually get Decidueye until after I finished the game. But if you still don't have him, you can always come and talk to mine. I'm sure he'll come visit you or whatever. The way I gave you wood and lumber. Did you chop the wood or no? Girl, whatever. see if I hang out over here if we'll remember. Ludicolo, no, Ludicolo, get over there, Ludicolo is dangerous, Ludicolo, Ludicolo. Jump in the water, girl, jump in the, oh, what? Maybe it wasn't that dangerous, bro. Ludicolo, it doesn't make sense for Ludicolo to be living in the mountains. We're gonna be moving Ludicolo out of here, girl. No shade. I'm gonna hang out over here with the Decidueye until he remembers that he has my wood. I kind of love the Decidueye's little house, though. It's giving very, like, garden cave. On and off time skipping. Yeah, I did a lot of time skipping, too. I still do. I time skipped yesterday when I was playing with Damsel. Me and Damsel were in a VC playing. That's nice. Maybe I got the lumber from him and I just don't remember. That would make sense, actually. Also, the other thing is, I'm sure I have some lumber in here. Also, do I actually particularly need lumber? I need to make these. Let's see if there's any in here that I can use to make what I need. I doubt it. Yeah, there's not. Let's try the Skylands. Oh, I got lumber in here. Who knows how much? Plenty, actually. Well, I need some of this siding. I'll just make 80, because I'll have some left over, and I can use it for whatever else I'm going to be doing. And then we'll go back to the beach. When I'm back at the beach, could have been cool for the Greedent. I wish there was more Pokemon that worked as portable storage. It would have been cool for Greedent. Or Swalot. Y'all don't got green? Did I buy all the green paint or something? I don't remember buying any green paint. Yeah, the green paint is out of stock. I'm sick to my stomach. Get me out of fuck. Oh my god. What do you mean the green paint is out of stock? I wish you could just cheat the concept of green paint and make like, and use like yellow and blue. But I guess we're going over to the paint factory, aka the museum, because that's where all the Pokemon, that's where the there, like, Pokemon make paint in all of the areas. I have Pokemon that can make paint in all of the areas. And most notably, Pomo is always down to do some shit. Onyx, you know, among others. And yet, look at all these paints. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I can give you a relaxation item. I'm sure I have something in here that I could throw down here for you. Since you've been doing so much for me recently, Bastiodon. Here, how about I'll put a straw bed out here for you. Right here, and then I'll put like a cutesy little bed over here for, I don't even know where here, girl. I'll just throw a bed here for you, because you're sleeping on the floor. And you want a toy, which I probably also have. A random toy sitting in my inventory. Thank you, Kira. Thank you, Milo Tick. I don't have a toy on me. I don't see one. Maybe I'm crazy. This isn't a toy. This is a decoration. None of these things are considered toys. Well, here, bitch. Make me some green paint and then we can talk about toys. Come on. Damn. I knew Bastiodon was big. I didn't know Bastiodon was that big. Milotic, you're so goofy. Like Milotic, you're goofy to the bone. Like Milotic, you're so goofy. I also don't understand. Oh, so some of them are only one set in stock, and then some of them are infinite. So, like, the white and the black are infinite, but the rest of them are only one set. Even though, like, sometimes Pokemon will make white and black for you. Oh, he wants a Wobbuffet toy. Isn't there one in here? Did I make that up? I don't know where the Wobbuffet toy would be if it was in here. don't even know if I have the recipe for the Wobbuffet toy. Is there one out here? Is that what I'm thinking of? There's not, but there are balloons. The song that plays out here, it reminds me of Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited cause we understood. Like, all the little songs in all the areas, even the ones at night, they all remind me of different songs because they're all so like, I don't know, it's the way that they're made. There's just like, they use a formula or something. Thanks, I needed that 5 bowls of green paint real bad. Oh. Oh. 5 bowls of white paint too, thank you. I appreciate you, appreciate you. Take your time. No, take your time. Honestly, speaking of time, why don't we just skip some time? Not to be like that, but let's just like, you know what I mean? Like, let's keep the show on the road a little bit. Now I'm only having white paint for me. I'm sick. He only gave me white paint. That's what I get for skipping. And I needed the green. I absolutely needed the green. No toy for you. You pissed me off. I put in all those little things and you only gave me you gave me 50 white paint. I did not even need white paint. Okay. Let's go to the beach. And I can't believe the store is also not selling white paint or green paint, but it has every other color. Oh, it's about to piss me off. Okay, well. And because I need the green. Ugh. I guess. Five sets of bridge. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Actually, I don't need that many, so maybe I only needed 5. Yeah, because that's lined up. I need, like, what? 1, 2, 4. And that makes 5. I needed 6. I needed 6. Y'all, I needed 6. Well, maybe what I could do is like this doesn't need as much of a like a walking area like as the rest of it does, because this is really just going to be serving as kind of like a little bit of like a path specifically to the top, not exactly a path to for comfort. Like the other ones are also kind of gonna kind of function as like a patio area for like the Pokemon, you know, so it's like it doesn't have, so they are like they need to be a little bit nicer, I guess, and nicer, quote unquote nicer. But this one, if it'll function without the rest, I don't need that. What exactly does a staircase from here to the top look like is the question. Why is it putting theirs right here? I'm so confused. What? Oh, because it's a different distance from the top floor. Because it's a top block. I see. I see. Well, I could cut this off too, actually, which is fine. I need these back where they were. So I could put this here. Like this. Floating through the side paneling. Okay. Wrong direction. Oh, I'm about to, like, this is the type of shit that makes me crash out. Because what? Right. The trenches. Y'all, it's the trenches. Okay. Then we could take this off. You know what Pokemon would actually love to live up here if I was going to act, because like I'm going to build some kind of like living space specifically for Gloom. You know, I want Gloom to also be living like an enriched life in this area. But you know what Pokemon would actually love to live up here if I was going to actually, like, since we're talking about it, because it's so high up? Tropius. Tropius isn't in this game, but Tropius would love this area, I bet. Okay, and so from here, let's try this. So this needs something. And I only have 9 of these, which actually I could probably use these 9 specifically like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have just enough to do exactly what I needed to do to make this happen. And I was over here complaining and confused. Meanwhile, I just had to consolidate what I was doing. Oh my goodness. Like, the vision is really being seen, y'all. The vision is being seen. Like, do you see the vision? Like, it's coming together. And so for Gloom, the entrance to their home is actually going to be in the back. And even though I don't have enough for, like, I don't have enough of the brown bridge planks specifically, I don't necessarily need them. I don't need them to be the same color is what I'm saying. Like, it's not that deep. And the reason why is because part of the purpose of this top level is to simply give Gloom the space to get up to her fucking house. It doesn't necessarily all need to be like, whoa, like stunning visual, like, no. I do need to put some windows there though. Do I have a wooden pillar, middle, wooden wall? And here comes trouble, mind you. But that actually looks pretty good. It's very uniform, more uniform than expected. And now I just need to figure out how exactly is Gloom going to get up here is the question. I don't necessarily like this staircase right here. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I really do also enjoy the dark wood as well. So let's put some windows in here. I have just enough windows to finish this particular floor. The bottom floor, I am gonna have to make some more windows. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dye some more windows for the bottom floor, so I guess that's gonna be my next agenda because the building is not done. We still have to do the bottom floor. Everything else is done. All the other floors are satisfactory, and the Pokemon really enjoy living here. It's looking really good. It's just that one floor that needs a little bit of work. The bottom floor. And then once I figure out how exactly I want Gloom to get up to their house, no issues. Which honestly is the thing. Like, let's check this chest first before I make any decisions. Wooden wall, upper pillar, Wooden floor. Thigh-high grass. Upper pillar. Soft mat. Simple square rug. Hi, Andy. Yeah, the Sable Eye one was also really cute. I wish that I had participated in it more. And so we could use this upper pillar and just extend this a little bit and use that as like the top level. Yeah, I am enjoying this one as well. I'm gonna probably grind for some of that off stream just because I wanted to like continue working on my build. You know what? You know what sounds really good? Oh my God, Popeye's chicken. Popeye's chicken, spicy with the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna act. Oh my goodness. I'm not even hungry. I'm crazy. Don't talk to me. So actually, this doesn't need as many stairs as the other one because it's not as much ground to cover, right? So we could put one here. Let's see. One here. One here. Yeah, and then I'll just have to push that out just one more block. Which, I ain't scared. I ain't scared. It's fine. No, it's fine. Okay. I don't have very many. I only have upper wooden pillar. At least in my inventory from that particular box. So whatever this little hut that I'm going to make for Bloom is going to be made of, it's going to be a little different. Which is fine. I don't necessarily mind that. She deserves something nice, though. She's going to be like the custodian, an agricultural expert of the... Let's do puffy tree pillars. I think that's cute. I really truly just want to do the wooden pillar, though, if I can. I'm confused on why I have farm soil. These farm soils must be different types of, Okay, anyway. Yes, so I have the flooring here. I have more of this. Okay, so that would be wooden flooring, pillar, lower pillar, middle pillar, upper pillar. Okay. What else? Gloom has that little, like, thing. It's not a patio. What the hell do you call that? A hammock? I don't know if we're going to transfer the hammock with Gloom. She's not going to like any fire. What is Bloom like? We looked way earlier. We looked at what Bloom likes, and it is lots of nature, lots of dirt, lots soft stuff, pretty flowers, garbage, dry flavors. So we already have flowers. We already have salt. We already have a lot of that stuff. We need garbage. We need soft stuff, and we need furniture. So whatever's soft, whatever's cute, whatever's soft, stuff like that. Like it's fine. Um. I have what looks to be a grown palm trees in here. I'm just gonna take one for her, and we'll take a few of the seashore flowers. And I already have some bushes. I'm sure she'll grow them herself. What else? I'll give her a door. It's gonna be a smaller home for sure. I have windows all the windows I need. She'll probably need some kind of like electricity though, because I'm sure she's gonna like to be bright in her home. So I'll just get one generator. I'm carrying too much stuff. Oh, I'm full. Let's go throw some of this stuff down and we'll come back. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, I'm all over the place. Thank you for bearing with me. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to replace this entire level with the lower pillar. It's still going to look really good because it's going to be like noticeably like, you know, different, but I'm going to replace it with the lower pillar. And then we'll do middle pillar here. It's only going to be like one level. Oh, well, I can't do middle pillar right there, but we'll do lower here. And then I'll do middle pillar here, like, yes, like this. We'll make it 3 blocks tall. Because Bloom is 3 apples tall, mind you. Actually, yeah, I can do this. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. 'Cause I like that. Oh, just like that. Real love like that. Just like that. 'Cause I like that. Okay, and then we could do upper on top. Like this. And honestly, I'll fill out the square up here, and then I'll just give her like a full roof. Because I'm saying I'm gonna give her a door. I am gonna give her a door. That way she can just like go into the house. It's not gonna be like an environment. It's gonna be a house, like a home. Like she needs a home. Like she needs somewhere to live. Like. Da, da, da. I'll take the trash can. So there cannot be a wall here. Actually, that means I probably would need to extend this a little bit if I wanted there to be a wall here. But I'm not really tripping about a wall being there. I think... let's just do a wall here instead. And we'll do a single door here. We'll do a whole wall right here. Baby, just like that, real love like that, take me just like that, 'cause I like that. How just like that, real love like that, just like that, 'cause I like that. Perfect. Oh, I kind of snapped on this. Obviously, I need to do a little bit of a cleanup crew, but I snapped on this. Honestly, and then I could also put something here too. Like I could put like a little bit of like a loft or something. I don't really know if I want to do all that. That's a lot of like tomfoolery, in my opinion. Honestly, I could just like cheat just a little bit here. Because there's no reason for me to specifically have it like this in this particular spot. Because there's a wall there, and there's still gonna be something there. But like I can cut this off just a touch, and I could do this. The janitor closet. Help. Right here? Yes. Okay. And I could put some more of that dirt down here. Is this peeking out of the side? It is peeking out of the side. Help. I don't like that. 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 Meanwhile, I just ruined the only... I mean... Anyway. Let's give her some fucking windows. Whoa! Bitch! I almost died! I almost died, y'all! Okay. Oh. Walkability score. It's dangerous. It is dangerous to walk up these stairs. I'm not gonna hold you. The Pokemon won't fall because they're automated, but me walking up these stairs is dangerous. I didn't build these stairs for me because I could fly. But if you're not focused, bitch, you will faint. You will fall. You will be harmed. Let's put this door here. Let's do the white door. I like a white door. And then Actually, I think the wide door is a little ridiculous. We're just gonna put a thin door here. That way we could put a wall up and decorate on the side. I'll give her a light, because the grass type Pokemon, they like bright places. It doesn't necessarily say that she specifically likes bright places, but a lot of grass type Pokemon do not like the darkness. So I'm not going to like give her a dark home just for her to fucking hate it. Like, actually, it would make more sense if this was on the grass. Girl, this is dangerous. Here's Cinchino coming. JT coming. JT coming. Oh, she fell. I don't know exactly where she's going. Right. Fuck it, who cares? I was gonna put the door on the other side so that it would like, but I'm gonna put the door here because when the sun is shine, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. We'll give her a light right here. She can have two little planks right here. I'll let her grow tomatoes or something. She can get some of the nice breezes over here. What, bitch? What, bitch? No, get out of my face. Bye. You see I'm up here working on something and you over here calling my name. Go hang out in the garden. Somewhere in the garden. Where's that song go? Somewhere in the garden. Something, something, something. How does that fucking song go? Right there where you left it, lying upside down. Right there where you left it, when you turn it around. Everything stays right where you left it. Who was playing on the elevator? Oh my god. Do not piss me off right now, Clodsire. I will evict you so quickly. You'll be living in a mud puddle somewhere, bitch. Please. Everything stays right where you left it. Okay, I'll put one of these right here. And then because I'm out, I'm just gonna throw this right here, especially because there's also a window literally right there. Don't need all that window. We need some window, not all of that window. You know what I mean? So now she has like a little bit of a breeze. She has some a little bit of everything, and then I'll throw some upper right here. There you go. And what else do you need? I'm gonna give her a trash can for sure. Bitch, why we got Gloom living in this tiny home? Help. Gloom. Okay, I'm gonna go to her bed. I do have a hedge for you too, girl. Let's just put like the hedge like right here-ish. And we'll put one of those like there you go. Walking her up here is gonna be a bitch. Also, honestly, I think she's gonna like it. Let's go get her. All the way over here. Gloom lives outside of Smearguru's little cabin. Actually, Gloom and Smearguru also get along very well. Smearguru is kind of over here. It's like Smearguru is low-key giving cult leader tickies. Like, anyway. Like, it's very like polyamory. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Gloom and Smearguru and Tatsugiri, they're just all very comfortable with each other and their bodies, and like, they're just always having a good time, and they're always very chill. It's very zen. It's just very like, but it's also kind of enlightened, but there's also an aspect of it where it's kind of like, you can tell that they really genuinely do care about each other. Like, it's not just like, it's not just like a physical thing or an intimate thing, but it's also like a personal thing. Like, there is like genuine respect and care for each other, but at the same time, it's also like there's this aspect of it being kind of like loosey-goosey. Like, there's no terms to it. I'm very tired. Why are you tired, V? Oh, because you were doing laundry. Alright, let's go to the top level. And just because Gloom doesn't live where... wank. And just because Gloom doesn't live where Smearguru lives, does not necessarily mean that they're breaking up, because were they actually ever together in the first place, is the question. And is that my business to ask? You know what I mean? Like, it gets to a point. Oh! Oh! How did I just walk off? Oh, you can walk through these things. These little things. This is like a fake fence. It's not an actual fence. I was relying on like the fence of it all. Where is Gloom? I'm gagged. We'll wait for her to come and catch up with me. Here she is. I can hear her. Let's give her like a soft mat. I don't know, the soft mat's kind of a little bit too big for the room. I didn't think it was going to be this big. And also another stuff there. Monster rug. Easy. Where's your hammock? Here's your hammock. Here. I think she likes it, y'all. It's real tight in here. It is very cramped. It is very tight. It is very small. It is very small. But I think she likes it, as long as she doesn't fucking fall off. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's take a picture, Gloom. And that's the thumbnail. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming to my stream today. If you were here with me, I appreciate you. You know, these little Pokopia streams have been really fun. I'm excited to play through some of this damn events off stream, because it's going to take a little bit of grinding. Voce did send me some resources for those of you who may or may not be playing Pokopia. I don't know, that's it. I will say there's not enough of us for me to validate doing a raid, but we will play a little bit of music. Let's do this song, because that's what I was singing earlier. And I will talk to y'all later, or in the Discord. Check out the Discord, check out my socials, check out my throne, check out everything. Say goodbye to Gloom. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.